Hello, hello everyone. You're on Tony's Magical Arts Crafts. Hello. Alright, so I will be making my first embellishment for the fairy journal that I will be starting. I'm going to make all my embellishments and get them out of the way. So here's the first one I'll be making. So do you remember, if you caught all my Halloween embellishments, I made this envelope, which is a gift card holder as well. I made this envelope by using this punch board. Okay. And I went by, can you guys see this very first line? Okay. Shows you the card size that goes in it, right? Shows you your paper size is a 5x5, and then your score line for here. If you do not have one of these, I will try to show you how to make one without using it, in case. But for now, we're gonna, and it's probably best to use two-sided paper for this, but if you don't have two-sided paper like this one is, then just have another sheet and I'll show you what to do with that. So how's everyone doing? I know I've been kind of in a very magical mood, so I wanted to work on something very magical. But I'm going to show you guys how I made this envelope. So my paper is 5x5 and it says score at 2, so we're going to put my paper at 2. Okay, and you pretty much punch and score. Okay, and now that's the only time you have to measure. The other times is that score line that you just made. You're going to turn your paper and you'll line the score up with this little point sticking out right here. Line it up. Punch and score again. Okay? And then we're just going to keep on doing that. These punch boards are really easy to use. Okay, so I will show you again. So my very first score, I have to line up my paper at the 2 mark, the 2-inch mark. Okay, stamp it, score it. And then that first score line I just made, we're going to turn it, line it up to this point here. Stamp and score. So how's everyone's weather today? Is it getting super hot like it is in my area? Okay, so was that easy? So that's pretty much your envelope. So now let's see if I can show you how to score that on a scoreboard. Alright, with a scoreboard you should have a wedge. I believe this is a Martha Stewart board. My board is really dirty, so excuse me. So this wedge should go right there. And then we're going to put the one that we just did on here. And it looks like it's being scored at this line. At this line. So if you're using a scoreboard, you're going to have to measure more. Okay, so that one. Alright, and yes, it's okay to use a Sharpie on your scoreboard because you can use rubbing alcohol to get it back off. Alright, so, can you guys see? So I put a black dot, a big black dot right above the marks I'm going to need to score it. Okay. And then we're going to take the double-sided paper, which is kind of directional, but I don't think it's going to matter one bit. So we're just going to line it on there. Find my scoring tool. Alright, so we're going to score at that first dot. And then we're going to rotate it. And then you're going to have to score at the second dot. Okay. And then when you rotate it again, you have to go back to the first dot. And then when you rotate it again, go back to the second dot. Okay. So, if you don't have a scoreboard either, so let me get the ruler out and show you where I had scored. So if you're at home with just a 5x5 sheet of paper with a ruler and at least a scoring tool from Dollar Tree, then, let's see, yeah, we'll go to the side. Let's see. I can't, my ruler's kind of see-through, so I can't see that one. And look at this one. This is also from Dollar Tree, but it's a rubber one. So if I don't lay it down flat, then it like, but easily lay it out. And then so if you have a ruler, you're going to have to score at, let's see, what is that? I don't know the measurements quite well, but it's like, it's in between the 1.5 and 1 3/4 mark, like right in between those. So you'll have to score there going across. I would mark everything first, and then you can take your ruler and line up your marks, and then score to get that score line. Does that make sense? Or, you kind of know it's bigger. I was going to say, you could kind of take a gift card, put it in the middle. So on this side, it's going to be different. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah. Score there, score there. Yep. go back to this stuff. I want to show you how to make this one. Alright, so I didn't want that one. This one. Okay. So these are gonna go in. The top, we're not gonna fold that down. I mean, you could. I mean, if you wanted to use this for an actual gift card holder, like if you wanted to like fold it down, put your gift card in it, you could fold that down, but this is going to be, it's just going to be glued down, so we don't need that to fold. We're going to measure off, round the tips off. Which this envelope punch board does that too, like if you put it in the side. It rounds off your corners as well. Okay, now we're going to open it back up. And we're going to put this down in there. So sorry. I got caught on my shirt and then I bumped the camera. Like, oops, I did it again. Okay, so I need it to be. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside here. Okay. So you don't need it to go all the way down. Excuse me. Okay, so now we're just going to glue that down. Okay. And then we're just going to cut that excess off. so. And it's going to look like that. Isn't that pretty? And I see a little bit of the white over here, which we're not even going to see that after we're done decorating it. So now we're going to go put the mesh on. And I think this one I put one layer of mesh because the pieces in here were bigger. But I made up my own mix, and there are some smaller pieces, so I think I'm going to I'm taking two different kinds. Taking this one and this lighter pink here with more glitter on it, and I'm going to layer them up. I just need a little bit. Now, I'll put this one down first. And I just need it to go across. So it's not going to go all the way in. Okay. I probably cut way more off than I did. Okay, let's slide it over so I don't have to waste as much. Now that I'm looking at it, that might be a little much. I'm not going to be able to see. Just double this up. Well, I don't think it's going to need 2 layers. Hopefully. I mean, if a little bit of glitter falls out, I'm okay with that. Alright, there is going to be a lot of goldenness. I'm just trying to figure out now, see this trim here? This was black. I'm not sure if I want to use black in this one or gold. Let's see how that would look. Here's this one. Or this one. Kind of like the gold. It is whiter, so we're going to cut it down. Now, black would even look good on this too, but I didn't want to get too heavy with the black right off the gate. Got to build up to that, you know? Right now I'm just cutting this. Okay. I gotta put a glue stick in my glue gun. Okay. Now, I do stick a little bit of glue down first, just regular glue, just to hold this tool in place while I'm working with it. Alright, that will just keep it in place for me. A lot of the times I'm just playing in the art room. And then come across, oh, this is going to look cool if I do it this way. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to make some noise because I'm going to move you up a little bit. There we go. Now we can cut this off. Okay, so now it's just all stuck down. Why is it not wanting to? There we go. It was bothering me. Alright, so now we have a little pocket for our sequence. And then that piece that we just cut on, the thicker part of it is going to go across the bottom. Just like that. So let's put our sequence in there. Now, I mixed up a bunch of stuff. And I think it doesn't take a whole lot, so I think I should be able to make 2 out of this one. So I kind of, well, there's a hole in it, but kind of pinch it. And I just pull back. I like it. Very, very pretty. All the bigger pieces went in that one, so the next one's going to have smaller pieces in it. Let's see if I can get some smaller pieces out. Oh. There we go. I'm just making a mess. Alright, some of the smaller pieces went in there. You just want to tap your sequins down to the top the best you can. Now we need to glue this down. Where's my little scissors? Oh, right in front of my face. Alright. Alright, there we go. There we go! I got glitter all over my desk. Alright, so now I'm going to glue that down. Trying to find a pencil. I just kind of mark the edges a little bit so I just know how far to glue it. And I do kind of stick something in there just in case I squeeze some of the glue out on the inside there. I don't glue it shut, you know? And there we go. Now I'm just gonna, embellish it more. And I wasn't sure if I wanted that on there. I think this piece might be too big. I really like this one too. And just keep the mushroom too. Oh, I like the mushrooms on there. And let's see. Kind of wanted to add something more. Okay, we're going to put some, I think this is kind of a fabric tool. So that will go behind there, but I want something to go across. Oh, that's pretty cool, huh? Do black lights here. should I have it facing up or down? What's this for that? It might already be too much sparkle. I don't know. Heck, gold really does pop out more, doesn't it? How would it look if we put the purple over the top of it? I definitely would tone it down some. I don't know. I'll just add some more purple. Okay, I think I know what I want to do now. There's lots of layers. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to make the embellishments and then decorate the pages before I even think about putting the cover together or the spine, because I know myself. I have this whole like elaborate vision in my head, and if I make the cover now, it will be too small by the time I'm done. What's the one not staying done? Here we go. Nope, it's sticking to my finger now. Have I been offering the whole time? And if you've been following me for quite some time, you know I get silent when I'm working. So then, Alright. There we go. What do you guys think? Is it too much? Alright, let's make another one. What are we at? 36 minutes. Hopefully you guys are just watching me while you're doing something else. Okay, so let's try a different style. Put that one aside. Let's do this one. So I still have to cut these notches out here. That's one of the things that you're going to have to do if you score it yourself without using the punch board. You're going to have to cut the little notches out where the lines cross. Okay, so now I just gotta decide, because we are gonna see this here, or we can see this here. Go right this one there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to stay away from the gold, because I'm not 100% sure if I liked the gold one, so we're going to, let's stick with the black. And the tool. We're going to use the same tool. And we don't need to glue another piece of paper on the inside because this is double-sided paper. So I'm kind of skipping a step there. And I do need to cut this down though. And then right, yeah. Does anyone have that problem? Like you're just working away, trying to show people what you did, and then you're out of frame. Only if there was a way you guys could talk to us, right? We got our little pockets. And I was just thinking, guys, you don't have to make your own envelopes. If you've got envelopes, I bet you can do it with those too. Let's see. Let me glue this together. Oh, how cool does that look? Maybe I like that one better, and then this one can go there. Oh, I like it. Okay, let's see. If you have alright, this is a pretty big envelope, but if you had regular size envelopes, or small envelopes, I know Dollar Tree has small envelopes, but you're going to want the envelopes that have the point, not the ones that are straight across, but they have this point, okay? Because then, just like I did with these mini ones here, right? You can do the same thing with the, you can even put pretty paper on the inside. Even if you buy envelopes that already have pretty, let me show you one. Somebody gifted me these little tiny note cards, or gift cards, right? And even, I mean, it's not pointed, but it's kind of got a curve and a nice lip. But it's got this pretty pattern on the inside, so you can still put that tool, just like I did here, on an envelope. And then this would glue down onto your page, and you could still like decorate the sides with stuff, right? You could do that too if you had like envelopes that had pretty insides. So there's some options. You don't have to have a punch board and make. Alright. Where's my... There we go. Got some black lace on this one too. I like it. I like it a lot. And then, where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Oh. I'm trying to find stuff. Might be a little too tall. There we go. That might be too big too. Well, let's see. That's way too big for that. Darn it. I guess I could still stick it on there, huh? Kind of covers up the envelope though. Don't want to cover it up that much. I need smaller envelopes. I need smaller embellishment. Even the purple that I wanted to use. Well, that might be kind of cool. Oh. Or, hold on. That would look kind of cool in there too, huh? Kind of covers up all that though. I think this one I want to do a belly band with. Alright, I think we're going to go with the butterfly. And it's just going to hang out off the envelope. Just thinking. I think that should be fine. I wanted to put more on it, but I was like, don't go overboard. That will just get glued down onto a page anyways. Alright. Which one is your favorite? I mean, they're both going to go in the journal, to be honest, but this will be, like, I'll probably put this one on the black page and probably put this one on, like, on a purple page, so there's, like, their own sections of beautiness. But which one's your favorite? So yeah, now I'm just gonna make up some cards that will fit down in there. But you don't need to see that. I've already kept you for about an hour. Alright guys, have a beautiful, magical day. Bye.